Okay. We're doing our newfound legs up the wall in seated. And if you ever want to start in a seated position with elevation, sit on a blanket, sit on a bolster. Give me a thumbs up. You can see me okay? Because I see myself differently on the screen. I don't want to be too far away. Beautiful. We're coming into habits, isn't it? You probably noticed I sit like half lotus with the right leg folded in much more easily and comfortably. Yes, good. Okay, but tonight I'd like us to start in mudra of knowledge. So index finger and thumb touch, and just finding an upright, comfortable position with the backs of the hands against the knees, perhaps against the thighs, chin slightly tucked under. And then just finding comfort in your upright position. Beautiful. Let's thank ourselves for coming to the mat, finding that sense of commitment to coming to class, even though, you know, we could be doing other things, or we could let gentle ailments get in the way of coming to class. Nice. And then just notice your sit bones grounding down, and knowing also, and perhaps feeling that we've got that new moon on the horizon tomorrow. So generally the new moon idea, or the new moon time, is always a time where we feel a little less active, perhaps a little more floor bound. So if you can observe that within you, or within those that you care for, and just allow yourself to notice that we are having that connection to the outer world through the energy that surrounds us. Beautiful. You're welcome to set an intention for your practice tonight. So if you feel into the week ahead, what is your intention? What needs to happen? What do you need? What are your needs? And then can you let that reflect in your practice to actually support yourself? And then we're coming into a few rounds before we chant an Om, a few rounds of gentle Ujjayi breath up and down the spine. The exhale into the tailbone, into the very tail end of the tailbone, sending that energy downwards to anchor, and then bringing the energy up with our inhalation, up to the top of the head, and then all the way down again. Just a few more soft, soothing rounds. Kudos to you all for showing up. Nice. And we are going to chant. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed. Chant an Om to bring us together as a group, and perhaps letting that intention that you've set resonate throughout your body. Let's exhale together. Take an inhale. And bring back into Ujjayi breath, and if you're still comfortable the way you are, then I'm going to keep my eyes closed, but you're welcome to open yours. Your right hand comes to the front, your left hand to the back. We lift and lengthen, inhale, and we're just going to go into a very gentle twist. And that's for everyone. So just checking into the cervical spine. Let's exhale, going all the way to the left. Inhale back to center, changing the hands. And exhale over to the other side. So mostly since Anne said she had a little headache this afternoon, just checking the range of motion in the neck here. Oh, I can certainly feel some tenderness. So not so much about the twist in the torso and the thoracic spine, more the cervical. And then inhale coming forward, and exhale releasing. Just releasing out of your cross-legged position. And then we're going to go a little further with our windscreen wipers. So say your knees go to one side, you turn to that side and you go to the back. Let's do it the right. And you come all the way as far down as you can. I'll show you sideways. I think that would be a bit more intelligent. So to the side and back, and then seeing if you can even come into that forward bend. So you could stop here, or maybe you could go a little further. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bringing the knees to the other side. Yeah, can you all hear? And then to the side and to the behind, as if you actually want to chase your tail. Beautiful. And then we're changing just that knee position again, going to the back again, and as far around as you can. So when we have, for example, our knees on the right, you want to come behind so that you could actually really see clearly your left heel. And maybe you can even take your right hand, that's when you're on the right, sorry to turn away from you, and actually touch your left heel. Just see if that's possible. I'm coming around again. We go into the windscreen wipers the other way when you're ready. That's it. That's it. And then back behind, as close to the floor. And, reaching that heel. Beautiful. Let me see. So do each side one more time and then stay for a few breaths on either side and just experiment. Looking good. That's it. That's it. That's it. And just go, oh, this is a little odd. Where am I feeling this? That's it, Anastasia. Now take your left hand and touch. No, that's your right. Left hand and touch your right heel. Bring that leg up a little. Just bend the knee. Yeah. And then closer to the floor with your torso. That's it. And everyone follows. Brilliant. And then maybe that we have the other side to do. Do we? Oh, nice. And it's like, oh, this is an interesting sensation. Beautiful. Here we go. Excellent. Brilliant. Coming back to a seated position, just so, you face whichever way is comfortable for you. And we're coming to our forearms here. Just want to check into what's going on with those shoulder blades. And we're coming into that forearm cat and cow. So a rounding of the spine here and the shoulder blades drawing forward and in, what we don't normally want to do. But in this case we do. And then a lifting up where the shoulders go back, your shoulder blades draw in towards each other, a bit like a fish pose, and the head could go back as well. That's like cat and cow. So this is our inhalation, and on our exhalation, we fold and we round and we tuck the tailbone. So we go into this, Easter egg sort of shape. That's it. And then we open up again. But it's particularly that open up that I'm interested in for Anastasia's sake, to kind of go, oh yeah, I feel this, where I have that little element, that little catch. Maybe she's using the mass a little and feeling that. That's it. And now you do a few rounds. You don't have to stay in any particular way, but do a few cat and cows on your own. Your own breathing rhythm. Feeling into the intention, rounding the spine and concaving the spine. There it is, looking good. Beautiful. And really feel that back bend. So feeling that fish pose here where the chest opens and the shoulder blades draw in towards each other. That's it, man. Nice. Pushing into the forearms. Connecting breath with movement. Let it flow. Let it move. Good. And it's actually useful for the head as well. So, and let me know, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if that's useful for your head, if it's okay. Because we're in this position when the head goes back, it's almost like the head is supported by the shoulders. Beautiful. Yeah, we can do cat and cow in many ways. Beautiful. And then coming up to seated again. Excellent. Good. And we're sitting in Toblerone position and we bring the arms up. Good. If you want to Oh, not everyone has a bolster. No, let's leave it out. Lift and lengthen. Inhale, we're just going to a twist to one side, exhale to one side, inhale to center, and exhale to the other side. And in a moment's time, I want you to come into inhale, center the arms are long, and exhale as we twist, we bring the elbows back behind us and open into this back bend. Inhale, center, exhale as we twist, the elbows come, you know, it's like this, the elbows come down and in. I'm exaggerating. It's a bit tricky to do this when we sit like this. Let's move on your own. And you need to move into your core strength as well. Ah, good. Good, Anastasia. How's that going for our shoulder blade area? Nice, beautiful. Yes, good. Good, nice, Gail. And then slowly releasing. Let's come to lying down. We're not doing too much complication things here on our back. We simply have the spine long now. Let your shoulder blades drop down into the floor. Let your spine be flat, and we're coming into the legs wide, into that V shape without the wall. Oops. Dorsiflex your feet. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. That's it, Gail. Bringing the legs up. Can you come bringing the legs up into that V-shaped position? Yeah. Here we go. That's it. That's it. Good. And then keeping that shape, but starting to bend the knees. Yeah. And then straightening the legs. Good. And then bending the knees, so bringing the heels to the buttocks. And as we straighten the legs again, you want to accentuate that movement of the toes pointing downwards and the heels lifting up. So more of an external rotation. Good. But keeping the knees as wide as you bend them and the heels come back to the buttocks. That's it. Good girl. So now, yeah, here we go. That's it. Spine is long. Good. And just notice how that feels. Good. The spine is, your shoulder blades are pressing against the floor, your hips, your lower back. Beautiful. And then drawing the knees into the chest. Let's do a few rounds of Apanasana. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, curling out. Exhale, lifting up, forehead to the knees, belly draws in, chin tucked under, and curling out. Brilliant. Let's come into mini bridge. Soles of the feet to the floor, toes touching and heels touching, and close with those heels to the buttocks. Palms facing down. Exhale, flatten the spine, and inhale, just lifting up. Don't expect to lift up as high as you can in traditional bridge. This is really getting us into the fronts of the hips, your quadriceps. But I also want you to come into your highest position and then push it to your shoulders and feel the shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. Coming into Ujjayi, breath for 3, beautiful. For 2, knees a little closer together if you can, go. And slowly curling out. Oh, very nice. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, flatten the spine. So the feet are together, the knees are together, lifting. Very nice. Right high up onto the shoulder blades. Good. Good. Feeling into that back strength. Feeling into the softness of the breath. For 2 and 1. And slowly releasing out. Excellent. We're coming into a brief happy baby pose, so we have something to reference it to when we do this at the end again. Holding the outside edges of the feet and let the spine be flat. And then we're not staying still here. We're going to rotate the head from left to right very, very slowly. Good. So the idea is to let the breath flow. Exhale to one side. Inhale back to center and then over to the other side. Don't cut yourself short. Even let that ear come a little closer to the floor when you rotate your head. But keeping the shape of happy baby. Good. Good. And what I'm observing is, could you bring your heels above your knees a little more and then pull down with the knees and keep rotation with the head. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. And then slowly, slowly releasing. Optional here to just do a few gentle roly-polies and then come up into a squat, or do this a bit more dramatically. Bring your legs overhead. Bring your legs forward, assuming you have space, and you do. Coming forwards and backwards with the limbs extended. Or if it's best for you, you can do this. You can hold the shins and do a tighter roll, or do a roll with the legs and the arms, the whole limbs extended. Tail, you're okay? Yep, all okay. Beautiful. A few more rounds. Just the stimulation in the spine. Excellent. And then we come to seated and we maneuver ourselves into a squat. I'm facing you, so it's a little kinder. Beautiful. That's it. And then noticing, become still for a moment. Become still and notice a sensation up and down the spine. That's it, Gelt. Maybe take the feet a little wider. Good. So Anne and everyone else, see if you can open the knees a little, the hips a little with the elbows and lift the chest. Yes, rather than sort of coming into a curl of the spine. Beautiful. Few more breaths. And then inhale, exhale, coming forward, come into Uttanasana, toe heel your feet together. And if you're easefully, and everyone is, so easefully bring your fingertips to the floor, and then let's walk. One heel up, one heel down, knees bent. Beautiful. Dangling forward, coming into our chair pose flow. The arms come forward, the knees bend, inhale, lifting. You can have your arms a little wider tonight, and then exhale, coming forward. Beautiful. If you feel you're losing balance, that you can bring the feet hip distance apart. Otherwise, keep the knees and the heels together. That's it, and let's flow. If you can, just coming into chair pose, inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding forward. I'll show you sideways. Good. Nice, looking good. Let the breath come into the equation. The breath moves you. If you're a little bit on the slower side tonight, absolutely fine. You know, these energies that surround us, they affect us. Coming into forward bending, just dangling forward, and then slowly vertebra by vertebra, let's curl up until we stand. And then I'd like you to find where is your front edge of your mat. And then we gather in Tadasana, eyes closed. I just turn my light off from the outside. It doesn't need to be on. Beautiful. Nice. So if you haven't already, and I think it's quite relevant, like saying thank you to ourselves, really giving those extra energies, different energies that you are surrounded by in your home practice. Give them a little smile, give them a gentle hug, invite them in, acknowledge them. They just need to be like children, just validated. Beautiful. Let's see if we can have the fingertips pointing downwards. There's energy down the arms, the shoulders drop down, the chest, the heart lifts. Beautiful. Ujjayi breath. Let me feel your Ujjayi breath. That's it. That's it. And nice, good. And sometimes to stay focused, we need a stronger sound. We need to make it a little louder for ourselves. And sometimes just that gentle, just like a gentle breeze going down your throat is perhaps enough. Let's open our eyes. Salutation A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Reaching. Exhale, coming forward. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, coming back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale into higher plank. Our first chaturanga on the knees. Elbows come back towards the hips and they come in. Beautiful. Opening up into cobra and exhale into downward facing dog. You are very welcome and strongly invited to bring the legs in a little, step the feet in a little. Let your head hang, roll your upper arms outwards and just breathe into your side ribs. Let me see, beautiful. Feel your shoulder blades against the back, feel them broad, feel them individually. Beautiful, last exhale, inhale tippy toes, exhale step, walk or jump between the hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold a little deeper, and then strong legs come all the way up. Inhale, and exhale at the top. Beautiful. Before we go into the second round, let's just do that flowing Gomukhasana arms. So inhale, arms wide. Yep, and then exhale, one elbow up and one elbow down. Can you see? That's it. Inhale wide, and then changing. Good. And I want you to feel the movement of your shoulder blades against your back. Yeah. So even if you, often I say, don't tuck your chin under to compensate. If you happen to do that tonight, that's fine. I just want that movement, shoulder blades against the back. Good. And then we stay in one position, one elbow up, the other elbow down. If you can easily find the bind, do that. Good. And then we're going to go into a very gentle back bend. So engage your thighs, bring your tailbone forward, and then see if that elbow that's up the top can move up to the ceiling and back behind you a little. Opening the chest a little more. Yes, it's like your shoulder blades want to poke down your back and come out on your sternum. Nice. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Let's do the other side. Or maybe we've chosen our easier side at the beginning. Good. But we're staying in that shape first. And we're grounding down. Feel the energy. On the inhalation, let me see you lift the energy up. On the exhalation, you feel the energy coming down. And then we're going to twist. That's it. So to the upper elbow side. Good. And then we come forward and then we go into the back bend. We didn't do the twist on the other side. And this could maybe just, you know, 0.5 centimeter of movement in you. You're solid in your belly, tailbone tucked. Good. And then inhale, coming forward, and exhale, releasing. Beautiful second round of salutation. Ujjayi breath. Let's start. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching up. Exhale, coming forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Open the heart, exhale back. We do an extra down dog here. Inhale, high plank. Chaturanga, slow. Let's make it even. I'm watching. Inhale to open, up dog or your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. For one. Beautiful, ladies. Let your head hang. Make that head heavy. It's like corkscrewing the hands into the floor, upper arms rolling outwards. So your triceps come together. Beautiful. Buttocks to the ceiling. For 4, looking good. And 5, inhale onto the toes. Look where you would like to land. Land lightly. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Strong legs come all the way up. Inhale. And exhale to release. Samastiti and Tadasana. Third round. I'll show you from the front. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your gaze over your fingertips or to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, back down dog. High plank. And then a chaturanga. Knees are always an option. If we fatigue a little, busy day, no questions asked. Open up into your back bend and then come into your downward facing dog. Very nice. Yes, see, I step my feet in. You're welcome to do the same. Good. Now notice those shoulder blades drawing down your back. Notice the broadness that comes into the shoulders and into the back as you actually draw the arms outwards. Brilliant. Looking good. Finding some stillness. It's easy at home to get distracted, a little easier than in class. Connect to your breath. Last exhale. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale. Jumping forward. Why not? Half lift. Exhale, fold. Strong legs come all the way up. Inhale. Brilliant. And exhale at the top. Nice. Let's take the feet wide. Yeah. So a Prasarita Padottanasana with a little twist. Hands out wide, inhale. That's it, I can see you all clearly. Anastasia and everyone else, just bring the feet parallel towards each other. Gail, I think you have to widen your stand a little so that your wrists and your heels are in one line. Inhale here, exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Lift and lengthen, inhale, exhale, coming forward into Prasarita Padottanasana C. So your inhalation allows the arms to come overhead. Your exhalation allows the head to come all the way forward. Now don't hold back. If you could bring your pinky finger overhead and touch down, that's absolutely fine. I'm just after that, I'm coming off so I can see after that just stimulation between the shoulder blades. Of course, it's a beautiful, useful forward bend. Nice. 2 more exhalations. Ujjayi breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Last exhale here. We inhale, we look up, come all the way up. Exhale at the top. Lift and lengthen, inhale. We're going forward again. Exhale, coming forward. And then we're going to go to the right. So we bring our whole torso and our hands into a lateral stretch. And we're aiming to bring our upper body as close to our straight right leg as we can. Make this so you can feel this inner thighs, outer thighs. Beautiful. That's it. Nice girl. Good, Anne. Good, Anastasia. Just feeling into this shape. We don't often do that variation of Prasarita Padottanasana, but we'll do it today. Letting go, coming back to center and maneuver yourself to the other side. Just a little lateral stretch here. If it's too much, but I think you ladies can do it nicely. If it was too much of a sensation in your lower back and in your hamstrings, you could bend your knees, but otherwise 3 more soft, soothing exhalations. Just feeling into that shape. Maybe it's all backs of the knees for you. Good. And then inhale here, exhale, release. And we're walking the fingers. We turn the fingers backwards towards the buttocks. And we're walking through our own triangle shape that we've made here. Nice. Good. Letting the head hang, but crawling further and further back behind you. Very nice. Good. Just feeling that. Let me see, feeling this in your shoulders really strongly. Good, Anastasia. See if you can just have a millimeter more. That's it, top of the head to the floor, reaching back, feel it in your shoulders. Very nice. Then let your head hang a little more. Last exhale here, and then slowly crawling the fingertips back. Good. Toe heel your feet, bend your knees a little, toe heel your feet together. Yeah, so that they're just as wide as the mat. And we're coming into a squat. With goddess, but it's a little lower squat. Or it's a higher squat, depending. And then inhale here, exhale, coming forward. Ooh, how does this register in your lower back? And then I'd like you to go with the knees out. I know it looks a little odd. It looks very odd, actually. Knees out and the buttocks down. And just seeing if you can have that idea as you bend forward. Yep. Good. So it's like Charlie Chaplin feet. There we go. There we go. Up and down. Good. Good. Just let the knees come out, let the buttocks sink down. Where do you feel it? And then strong in your quadriceps, strong in your legs, coming back up. I'm coming off. You've seen it. I'd like you to do it, and I'd like you to show me. That's it, girl. That's it. That's it. Quadriceps evenly. Yes, so notice your movement patterns. Good, 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 good. Slow it down there, Anastasia. Let's do 2 more. Oh, wonderful. And then toe heel your feet together. Well done. Well done. And hanging forward into Uttanasana. That's brilliant. Excellent work. Good. Let's slowly curl up. Curling up vertebra by vertebra. And exhale at the top. You're welcome to stay where you are. We bring the hands in reverse Namaste, reverse prayer. Unless, of course, that's not in our practice tonight. You can just hold your elbows. And we're coming into Parsvottanasana. So, Anastasia, some of us need to turn differently in our mat. Step your right leg back so your left leg is forward. And then you can face forward. That's it, Gail. We'll have 2 tracks. Yeah. Lift and lengthen, inhale. And as soon as we lift and lengthen, notice, have a little feel. So the shoulder blades drop down and back. The shoulder blades really coming into that back bending idea already. Lift and lengthen, inhale, and then exhale, coming forward. Oh, and you feel your back muscles switching on as you can feel your hands against your back. Perhaps to this position, perhaps a little further forward. That's it, good. Keeping that idea of getting that stimulation between the shoulder blades. Nice, Gail, good. Good, Anastasia. It looks like you're tilting just a smidgen to the left. So even, yes, that's it. It was beautiful. So even out. Let's stay for a few more breaths. Coming into the expression that feels right for you. Give that back leg a little oomph. Last exhale here. Strong legs inhale, coming up. And we just keep it traditional. We exhale, step to the front. Let's release the arms for a moment. And we're going to go into embracing of the full moon. We could embrace the new moon. Palms face out, inhale. Fingertips touch. Exhale, your elbows and your shoulder blades drop. And then you feel a sensation between your shoulder blades here. Lifting off the chest. That's it, that's it. No, you do it. Good. Good, good, good. Inhale here, exhale, push the wall away. And even though we're pushing, we're keeping those doors open, we feel into the shoulder blades coming in towards each other. Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale, rounding off the wrist, fingertips come into the wrist here, and then inhale here, exhale, release. Prepare for reverse Namaste, hands again. Yeah, if you hold your elbows, you change the grip. And we're stepping, yeah, which is the other side, the left leg back, I think. Yeah, that's it. Lift and lengthen, inhale again. So you already, when we open the chest, we feel our back muscles engaging, we feel our front thigh engaging, and then we come forward. Yeah, you're doing well. Good. And we pause halfway and we go, okay, is this useful? Am I straining? Feel into still opening your mat with your feet. Yeah, often we're just very leaning forward, idea-ish. You want to spread the mat apart. Come back to your breath. Beautiful. Fold into the full expression. Looking good, ladies. That's it, Anne. Yes, lengthen the spine as well. Beautiful. Good, Anastasia. And kudos to you all for navigating those extra energies that you are finding yourself surrounded by. Brilliant. Full expression. Couple more breaths. Keeping the chest open, keeping that back bending idea. Last exhale, strong legs, inhale, coming up. And exhale, we're stepping to the front. Brilliant. No need to do the other embracing of the moon. Let's flow into a salutation again. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Exhale, coming forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, stepping back, down dog. High plank, inhale, and we're staying in high plank. So maybe you need to make it longer. Very nice. And then I'd like you to feel into the idea of collapsing between the shoulder blades a little and then levitating off the floor. So protraction and retraction of your shoulders. If it's too strong or you can't do and look at the same time, bring your knees down. So it's like the sternum comes down, the shoulder blades come into that valley, and then you drop out of it. Yep, does it make sense? Dropping into the shoulder blades and then lifting up. Oh, I want that for that stimulation. And then coming back into child's pose. Brilliant. And the hands can come forward to the side, 2 fists, 2 palms. Rest in child's pose. Anastasia, was that useful? Did you understand it? Yeah, sort of. Yeah, okay. Okay, how could we make this different? Okay, have a little look. So it might be a little easier, particularly on the wrists, when we're on forearms. So I have measured, have a little look first. So we're coming into that low plank, and you know how I always say roundedness between the shoulder blades? Now, that's what we want in our second movement, but our first movement is dipping down. So your shoulder blades go, and then they go out again. Yeah, let's do that. Let's come onto the belly. Yeah. We have done this before. Hold your upper arms, swivel open on your elbow joint, forearms parallel. Yeah. Tuck your toes, lifting up. You're welcome to come onto the knees and then dip your sternum downwards so your shoulder blades sink in. And then push into the forearms and let the shoulder blades out. Yeah. There it is. It's a dipping in. Yeah. Nice. And then let's come back to child's pose. Well done. Well done. Let that shoulder blade idea come further into tabletop position. Yep, let's come into tabletop. Yeah, and then we do it here. So shoulder blades move in towards the spine like this, collapse, and then they draw out. Yes, yeah. That's easeful. Let me see, Anastasia. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Brilliant. And then elevation of the shoulders. We've done that before. Lifting up, punching, and then dropping the shoulders down. So it's like you want to draw the shoulders up and then draw them down. Up around the ears. Yeah. And then down. And then for further fun, we make a circle. Remember, we did a whole class probably about this. So up, out to the side, down and in. Up, out to the side, down and in. Just so that it's a circle. And then you circle in the other way. Oh. Yeah. Somebody looks like what it feels like. Looking good, ladies. Excellent. Brilliant. Let's sit back onto our heels. Let's abandon that idea. And just for a moment, feel into that. We feel this in our back. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. Do you know, with headaches, sometimes it's like, okay, we always look at joint above, joint below. Sometimes stuck shoulders would contribute to a headache. The shoulder blade engagement is just like something stuck. What did I want? This position here. Bit of stomach meridian. Yeah, leaning back. Easy does it there, Gail. I know it's not your favorite position. The knee needs to be safe. Yeah, just the knee. I know. You could though, like if that one knee doesn't like it, let's all do this. You know, if ever we come in with a sort of a compromised, that knee that's a little tender, bring it into this position, and then you just go with one leg. Oh, maybe you can come back a little. So really beautifully opening the top of that foot that is on the mat. Make sense? Ooh, okay. And then we change sides, just for good measure. Yeah, you don't need side effects at home, but okay. Yeah, so that way you can navigate a not so happy knee joint. But where did I want to take this? I wanted to take this into our, and that's not new, there's a lovely movement here. Have a little look. So threading the needle through. Yeah, we're threading through. We do this a few times. With our core strength, we come from tabletop, we open up really well, and we draw through, but we don't sink down. We'll do that, and then we pause. Yeah, so tabletop, let's start on the right. Yeah, right arm up. A little twist, inhale. That's it, Anastasia. And then exhale. Threading the needle through, but don't come all the way down. Use your core strength now to untangle. A marvelous twist. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, threading through. Find your own rhythm. And please, I know it's a lot of, it seems to move fast. It's a lot of anatomical stuff, but let's feel into the breath. 3 more lifting up. And then on your 4th, threading up the needle through. Come all the way through.
sinking down, and then your opposite arm bends up and hooks against that right hip crease. Yeah, so let's come to that still stand. Here we go. Nice. Good. And then especially for Anastasia, I want you to really feel that that left shoulder, which is our top shoulder, moves back a little. And our right shoulder moves through and down. So let a bit of weight come into this. And maybe this is the stretch, the shoulder blade stretch, that gives you that sense of release between the shoulder blades. Funny enough, I had a dream about doing massage work overnight. I thought people need touch. And this is exactly where I would go into that shoulder blade and just wring the scapula out and just release all that stuck energy sort of within. Anyway, this is what I'm dreaming about at night. And then slowly releasing the top arm and coming back up. Brilliant. And we're just going to do something else before we do the other side. So Gail, if kneeling like this isn't okay for your knee, you can sit cross-legged or just elevate the hips a little with a bolster. We're going to come up and open the curtains. Inhale, open up. Elbows back behind. I nearly thought Anne was going to get up and open her real curtains. And then exhale, coming down, bringing the elbows together. But let's not be two ways about it. This is quite strong in your quadriceps and in your belly. Beautiful. Just feel that, feel that. Good. And then find your own rhythm. So the inhalation breath opens, brings you into that kneeling back bend. Oh. And the exhalation slowly allows those quadriceps in the belly to work. Breath and movement combined. I think I've got Anne's screen stuck. Beautiful. Let's just do a few more rounds. Good, good, that's it. That's it, let me see. Beautiful. Nice. And then slowly releasing. Coming back into tabletop position. And we do that shoulder release on the other side. Yeah, when you're ready, this is now the left arm. Coming into that twist, feel it. Inhale, looking up, taking the eye gaze up. Exhale, threading that needle through. Oh, but we're not lying down. Inhale, coming up. Be light on your supporting fingertips. Use your core. Feel this right into your side torso here. Beautiful. Breath connected to movement. And is back. Nice. I know Zoom takes a lot of battery, so if your devices aren't charged, you're running on battery. So let's do 3 more threading of the needle through. And then we're coming into that threading of the needle through the fullest. Looking good. Nice. Lightness on the supporting hand there, Anastasia, using your core. Brilliant. And then coming through all the way, all the way, all the way. So you let that left arm come through and then it pulls back. The torso pulls it back and that's your stretch. That's your winging of the scapula. And then the top arm bends, if it's okay, hooks into the left hip crease. Ah, what a nice shape. Maybe for your body tonight, it's got not so much to do with the shoulders and with the twist. Maybe it's just a beautiful broadening and a long-held stretch-like sensation for your lower back. Brilliant. Let's not collapse forward. Let's open the chest. In through the nose, out through the nose. Beautiful expressions, ladies. Nice. Feeling into it. Perhaps intensify for 3 more breaths. That whole upper body twist. And then inhale here and exhale, coming into the release. Brilliant. Let's lie down onto the belly. Let's just wiggle around, coming onto our bellies. Beautiful. Nice. And then we strengthen that area here. So we're coming into, you can have your feet wide or bring them together if you want a bit of a challenge. And then we inhale, look up like this. You can join me when you're ready. Exhale. We've done it before. The elbows draw in like a swimming position, but you can see buttocks engaged, thighs engaged. Inhale, the arms come forward and we lower down. Good, just a modified Shalabhasana.
And exhale, we lift and we draw the shoulder blades in. Few more rounds. So this is strengthening where Anastasia sort of seems to have that little complaint. Yeah. Nice. And it does us all good. That beautiful strengthening and stimulating of the whole backside of the body, but also the front. As we shorten the back, the front is elongated and the belly needs to work strongly. Can we do 2 more? Let me see. Yeah. Make space for dinner. Beautiful. And then we come onto the belly, bring the hands next to the chest, we lift up and we come back into child's pose. Beautiful. Very nice. Breathing into your side ribs. Let yourself hear that Ujjayi breath and let yourself feel that tickle at the back of the throat. That's crucial here. So grounding, earthing down. Beautiful. And then coming back up to a kneeling position, swinging the legs around. We're coming into seated. We just come into a very plain Janasasana, a right leg bends. So the sole of the foot goes into the inner thigh, left leg straight. This left leg is engaged. Lift and lengthen. Inhale. Inner smile, outer smile. Exhale, coming forward. How far? If you can easily hold your foot, maybe your toe, or maybe just hands next to the feet. That's it, Gail. Heart forward, shoulders back. Don't hold back. So coming out of the shoulders a little, working into the hips. As you all know, our inhalation goes through the top of the head. I'll show you sideways. And our exhalation pushes through the heels. Beautiful. And then inhale, coming up. And we just come into the twist to the straight leg. So lift and lengthen, inhale, exhale, twisting the way we started class. So use your right arm against your left leg as a lever. Lift and lengthen, inhale, and exhale, twist that torso, twisting the head as well. But keep some, that's nice, nice girl, good Anastasia, good Anne, good fit. Keep some softness, always working into softness. Breath is soft and smooth. One last inhale through the top of the head. Exhale, coming forward. And we'll bring our arms up, inhale here, and exhale, changing sides without any hands. Yeah, if you need to adjust, adjust now. Otherwise, lift and lengthen, inhale, exhale, coming forward. Beautiful grounding forward bend. So eventually we can maybe bind, chin to shin. Nice. But be happy where you're at in your practice for your body making space. It'd be boring if everyone would look the same. Nice, good Anastasia. Yeah, the danger is the moment we let the head hang. So they say your drishti is to your big toe, unless you have chin to shin. The moment we let the head hang, the roundedness sets in. You want to keep the chest open. Keep elongating from the ribs to the hips. 2 more exhalations, feeling into that beautiful forward fold that stimulates the hips and the whole back line of the body as well. Inhale to look up. Exhale, I'm turning away from you because we're twisting to that right leg, to that straight leg. Using the arm and the leg against each other, lift and lengthen. Inhale, twisting. That right hand can come back behind you. And again, as we've done in the threading of the needle, the shoulders reverse around each other. So the right shoulder goes back, the left shoulder comes through. Maybe you feel this a lot more in your belly tonight because maybe you're hungry. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me see 2 more. Inhalation through the top of the head, engagement in that straight leg. Exhale through the spine, through the twist. Inhale to come forward and exhale to release. Ladies, that was awesome. Now, I'm suggesting we're just going to have now, if you have a block, bring the block between the shoulder blades here. Where is the block, Steve? Yeah, so Anastasia, if that's what you need to do here, if you need it higher, you may not know yet, you may have to feel into it. You bring it into a higher position
and you need to let your head be supported with a sofa cushion or something. Yeah. In the absence of a block, or if the block is just too harsh for you tonight and you don't want it, you can either come into this shape here, just supported by the Kanasana, or, okay, what are you going to choose? You could have your bolster just underneath the shoulder blades. Condition his buttocks on the floor and then come back, but we all may need something for underneath the head. And legs straight could be a bit strong, so we can do Baddha Konasana legs, or just the knees against each other. So I would do bolster underneath the chest, the head supported by a block, and the legs in a butterfly. That would just do the trick for me tonight. But it's not about me. Let me have a little look. Beautiful. Yeah, so the leg variation is always your choice. Might be useful for a minute or so in Baddha Konasana, butterfly legs, and then maybe the legs straight, nice and good. Quite nice to see all these colorful bolsters. Yeah, if you feel you need a bolster or you need a block, I can pass them on to you. We can do a little front porch exchange or something. Yeah, I think we're going to be here in isolation for another 4 weeks at least. We'll see. Oh, feel into this. So the arms can come to the side or overhead. I trust you all know what's best for you. Good. So we're not really in a restorative pose here. So we're feeling sensation. We're feeling where we're making space. And that's where I'd like you to breathe into. Energy flows where attention goes. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. So coming into that sense of grounding, into that sense of surrendering into this shape. And it's a bit like what is asked of us at the moment. We need to surrender into this situation, and it's not comfortable. Yes, we can find the silver lining. There's a few positive bits, of course. However, we're not going to really accept it as the new norm. However, we navigate it well and healthy, and we keep our own inner peace. And if it goes wobbly a little, we recultivate it again with our breath, with our healing modalities, with our intention, with our ability to draw energy, peace and happiness from within ourselves. And I'm not saying this meaning that this is easy, not at all. Beautiful, ladies. Just a few more breaths. Just check in. Is this butterfly legs, is the leg position still useful? Do you need to bring the knees together? Is the arms, where are the arms? Yeah, to the side or overhead. Is that still useful? That's it, go. Nice. Oh, such beautiful back bend shapes. And how easeful is our breath? Nice, beautiful expressions, ladies. Now let's all, whether we feel the sensation strongly there or not, really find that whole shoulder blade area. So that line of the shoulder blade that on both sides that's closest to your spine. See if you can get a feeling sense of that. Nice. So maybe you get a feeling sense of the whole shape of your shoulder blade. I always think it looks a little like Tasmania on the side. Can you get that feeling sense? If not, let's not chase it too much. Beautiful.
Let me see, this is quite a beautiful opening here tonight. Now, you don't need to see here. We're not going to move in a dramatic way that is complicated. I'd like us first to draw a few deeper inhalations, exhalations, and then engaging from the belly, just making sure we're safe. Bring your hands to the side and start to bend your knees. So soles of the feet to the floor. Yeah, and that's sort of relatively comfortable for everyone. If you can stay there, stay there. I would even say, give yourself sort of a hug. So bring your hands across your torso. And then I'd like us to straighten the legs and contemplate dorsiflexing the legs and starting to do some air lifts with the legs. So air walking, dorsiflexion. I'm just going to stay where I am and I'm going to rotate my head so I can see you. Yeah, and you feel you need to engage your belly. If this is getting a little strong for your quadriceps or for your lower back, then just lift a little. Very nice. Yeah, so leg lifting, air walking in this back bend. It's, oh, that's not an easy task. Beautiful, but the legs are solid. Bit more solid, everyone. Beautiful, kicking away with the heel. And then slowing it down, slowing the movement down, like slow motion, up to the ceiling, slow motion, lower down, belly strong, and slow motion with the other leg. That's excellent, ladies. Feel it in your belly. Oh, legendary, very much so. Very much so. Beautiful. And then coming to standstill. And then we have to get out of that prop for a moment. Beautiful. So just bending the knees, find your way out. I know for some of you, you're just going to slide forward and slide off the balls. For some of you, will go sideways. Nice. And it's not final Shavasana, but put your prop out. Just give it a flick. And then come into lying down. Just for a few breaths here. Not a full rebound minute. And just let things settle here. Feet fall out to the side. Notice the connection to your body. Notice where the previous shape has had an impact. Maybe you feel taller. You know, these back bends are quite lengthening for the front of the torso. Beautiful. Just come back into a gentle Ujjayi breath. I'm going to suggest we're actually taking those air walks further. I just need to take this out of the way. Yeah, so you could come with me. You don't need to necessarily see. So bring your, oh, I think you all have that already. Just a hip distance apart with your legs. Staying on our back, you can turn your palms facing down. Deepen your breath and elongate your legs. So kick away with the heels. And then we do these air walks here, lying flat. So one leg up, and then slowly down, and then the other leg up. If you can, aim to, it won't stay flat, but aim to engage your belly and aim to keep your leg, your spine as flat on the floor as possible. And then you walk outwards. So the next round, you take your legs just a little wider and just a little wider against the imaginary wall. Remember, it's very similar sensation at some stage to that still pose we had in the beginning. Yeah, yeah. So wider air walks. I'm already as wide as the mat or even wider than the mat. Beautiful. And then you can come into that external rotation a bit more where the toes point downwards and you lead with your heel a little more Charlie Chaplin-like. I do get sound effects in my lower back and in my sacrum here. And for me, that's normal. There's nothing wrong.
Have a little feel. But your legs are solid, so you really engage your thighs. You could even tickle your thighs and go, oh yeah, they're switched on. Beautiful. So what do? I inhale on the way up and I exhale on the way down. Are you in your widest position yet? Oh, nice. Beautiful. And then staying and coming up into that widest position. And this is how we started class. So that V shape against the imaginary wall. But perhaps noticing how it feels different. That external rotation, so the toes almost point straight downwards and the heel comes up towards the ceiling. A beautiful external rotation. That's it, girl. If it's too much, you can just bend one leg, have a little pause, bring it out again, and bend the other leg and have a little pause. Otherwise, we stay here. Core, breath, diaphragm broadens. For 3, excellent. Let the legs be wider as well. For 2, yes, nice. For 1, you can take your hands and bring your knees in. Beautiful. Brilliant. A few roly-polies here, maybe that last residual stuck energy between the shoulder blades, moving them out. And we all know what Anastasia really needs is her shoulders stand against the wall. Nice. And then we're coming up to a seated position. And we're going to do a headstand. And then we're going to fold into our meditation. All good? And if you go, oh, I just need a little child's pose before I do headstand, you're welcome to do that. That was quite strong, those air walks here. Otherwise, let's come with me, tripod headstand, hold your upper arms. Yeah, or if you're inversion, if you want to do a legs up against the imaginary wall or against the full wall, that's it, go. Do that. So elbows, the indentation is covered by the palms of the hands. Fingers open, top of the head comes forward. Elbows in, shoulders away from the ears. Neck is long. Neck is long. Top of the head to the floor. You can come further forward if you like. It looks good. I can see you all. Beautiful, nice, good. And just working on hardly any weight on the top of the head. Don't let this now be the straining part of the class. No strain needed. Nice, Anastasia. If you want to go further, go further. I like your variation there, Kale. Beautiful. Nice. That's it, Anne. That's it. Lighten the load. Think belly strong. Lighten the load on the upper arms and just get a little bit of lightness. That's for Anne. Beautiful. Anastasia, nice. Good. Good, Gail. Gail's doing the shoulder, wall shoulder stand. Brilliant. Nice. And perhaps now is the time to come out. Come into counterbalancing and just enjoy what you could shift, what you can do in an hour time. In an hour of focus on breath and movement, finding that combination, that connection, that union of mind, body, and spirit. Beautiful, ladies. Without further ado, you're welcome to just roll out into your Shavasana. You're welcome to get up and dim the lights, or ring the bell, get someone else to dim the lights for you. Mindfully moving into Shavasana onto your back. Beautiful. Feet wide. Spine long. Palms open. Letting everything become soft. Of course, bolster underneath the knees is a beautiful option. Blanket, eye pillows. If you don't have an eye pillow, you could perhaps come with a little towel. It's nice to have a bit of weight on the eyes. Beautiful. Give yourself a little imaginary pat on the back. So, so nice. Having moved, having practiced, it doesn't have to be complicated to shift energy.
few different shapes that your body's perhaps not experienced before. Energy's been moved. Feel your whole body alive with energy, prana. Allow your jaw to be soft, your eyes to be soft. Your attitude is soft. Shoulders relaxed, hips and belly. Inner smile, outer smile. Just a few more minutes, enjoy. Slowly now. Slowly now, let's find a moment of appreciation for our physical body. That calm and soft state our physical body and alive state our physical body is in. And the state of health our physical body is in, and that temple that it is that allows us to do what we choose to do and what we want to do. And then just notice what happens, how it feels, how your physical body feels as you start to deepen your breaths. Nice. And then starting to allow some gentle, natural, organic movement to happen. Maybe you wiggle toes, fingers, maybe stretching open or drawing the knees into the chest. Beautiful. And then just slowly, any movements possible. Let's roll over to the right side. So that's for me away from the camera. And just staying side lying, I'll give you a little sound. The sound of our earth chime, our earth day today. And The moon is in an earth sign. In that side-lying position, just feel into your intention. If you've set an intention for your practice, or for, you know, that new lunar cycle, or moving your energy into the week, going, I think that's my intention. Remind yourself, what is something you're grateful for as well? What can we, I know for a lot of us, gratitude, really, even a daily gradual ritual and journal will get us through those challenging times. It's always something we can be grateful for. And then, of course, we thank ourselves again for coming to class. And then slowly coming to seated, and, you know, any which way you like. And we chant an Om in our closing chant together. So elevation of the hips is a good idea. I'll keep my eyes closed, or I'll close them now. Don't rush, just finding a comfortable seat. Maybe you want to lean against the sofa, absolutely your choice. Hands in prayer in front of the heart when you're ready. That heart mudra, that Anjali mudra. And we chant an Om in our closing chant. We still do call and response, so you can chant twice if you like. Let's exhale here. Big inhale. Lokaha, lokaha, samastaha, samastaha, sukhino bhavantu, sukhino bhavantu. Together. Lokaha, samastaha, Sukhino bhavantu. Bowing the head forward. To let all beings everywhere be happy and free. And that always includes ourselves as well. Let's bow all the way forward. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, Gail and Anastasia, for joining us tonight.